Hey, NJ here. Do you ever struggle with procrastination? Yesterday, I was talking to a client who's struggling with that problem, and I thought I'd do a video in order to talk to you about some of the things that we looked into in order to help bust her out of her procrastination rut. So there's many causes of procrastination, and so you need to really just kind of dig in order to figure out what's going on because different causes have different solutions. The first thing is I want to really get clear on what it is that you're procrastinating on, what the outcome is that you're after. Why is this something that you think you have to do? I mean, obviously, something like taxes, you want to do it in order to avoid going to jail or having a penalty or something like that. But for a lot of things, it's less clear what the outcome is. And you just want to really make sure that you're clear why it is that you want to do this. And then you can look at, is this the only way to achieve that? Am I trying to do the wrong thing? You know, I know a lot of people who have marketing things that they want to do, but it's not the right task for them or the right marketing activity. Yeah, you want to do the marketing activities in order to get sales and to grow your business and to get more visibility. But there are many different ways to do that. And let's say you're somebody who doesn't like to do public speaking, but your task that you're procrastinating on is public speaking, setting up, reaching out to organizations to see if, you can get a gig there. That is never going to work, but maybe instead you wanted to get on podcasts or do blogging or do social media. The point being that get clear on the outcome, and if the task that you have to do to get the outcome is something that you don't want to do, what are other things that you can do that are more in alignment with who you are that'll get you the same outcome? Let's see. Another problem that I see a lot is that they'll have a project on their to-do list as opposed to a next action. For example, clean the garage. Clean the garage is a project, whereas, take garbage bags from garage and put them out to the curb. That is a task, something that is a one-off thing that you can do. And so a lot of times we procrastinate on things because our unconscious mind is looking for easy things to check off, and it skips over tasks because it's not really sure what to do. And when you break things down so that it is a small actionable task, it's much less likely that your unconscious mind is going to skip over it and procrastinate on it. Another reason is that you're trying to do it at the wrong time. Tasks that are, very thought intensive. If you're trying to do them at the end of the day when your brain is fatigued from all of the stuff that you've been doing all day long, you're never going to be in the right frame of mind to be able to do it. So you'll have to schedule time when your brain is more alert. It hasn't been worn out yet. If it's something that has to be done in front of the computer, but you're trying to do it when it's a time that you're not away from your computer or vice versa. So you just want to set yourself up for the right time and place to do it. Another thing is to look at is that there sometimes can be a natural resistance that comes up to doing something because of some unconscious belief that makes us, think that something bad is going to happen. And so what I do is I ask, what is the worst thing that would happen if you did this? And a lot of times this comes into play with things that people want to do to grow their business, that they could be rejected, or they have visibility, they could be ridiculed or something like that. And so by asking, what is the worst thing that could happen? And then once you get clear on that, asking, if that were to happen, can I handle that? What's the likelihood that would happen? And then what's the best case outcome if I do this? A lot of times that can help overcome that resistance to doing something uncomfortable like that. And the next and last thing is looking at identity. Our unconscious is driven by identity. And so asking, what's the kind of person, what type of person would not do this? So maybe in your mind, it's, somebody who's afraid, lazy, undisciplined, whatever. And then ask yourself on the flip side, what type of person would get this done? Professional, organized, dependable. And then ask yourself, who am I? What type of person am I? How am I going to show up in the world? And in order to kind of pull yourself in alignment with the kind of person, who you are, and being that kind of person. So these are the types of strategies I use to help people bust through procrastination. If you have any questions, leave a comment below the video or feel free to email me. I would love to help you out with this. And I hope you have a fabulous and productive day. Bye-bye.